Ignition. What up, you guys? Wolf said the engineer is here, and welcome to Kerbal Massive Engineering. Now, before this start, I just wanted to give you a tiny teaser about the next video. This is the mother of all boosters, but first, let's go to our MKX space shuttle. After the very success of the SSTO MKX, I have now made it a shuttle with hell load of boosters. So from top to bottom we have the same SSSTO. It's been updated a little bit. So in the cargo bay here we have ore tanks, convertotron. In here we have drills and hell load of them. And here, as a lifting capability, I have put a load test, which is the only thing that fits. Into the main stages, we have 3 main stages and hell load of more boosters, more struts. So our mission today is to go to Duna. Minmus. After the catastrophic failure of Jebediah Kerman landing on Duna 7 times, I've decided to cut the mission short and just do it to Duna. I'm gonna post this on the Kerbal X. Feel free, guys, to give it a go and land it on Duna. It's honestly hard. Even though I have 6 parachute, I couldn't manage to land it in one piece, and we crashed down Captain Jebediah. So let's get right into it. Okay, a screenshot has been taken and we are ready for launch in 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And we have a lift off confirmed. So the way we're gonna do it, as usual, I'm gonna give make jib control until we start our gravity turn. Okay, so Cybertron has run out of fuel, and we have 6 or 7 stages of boosters and 3 main stages for main liquid engine. Main Diop propellant engine. Okay, and that's, ladies and gentlemen, what I call a rocket. Mother of more boosters. So for the fun of it, I actually added more boosters. They are pretty much useless. They don't give us a lot of delta V, but hell. So first stage, separation. Jenny Kerman, watch your head. Stage coming your way. And obviously, for the fun of it, more explosion. Explosion-ish? Come on. No boom? That's the boom I like. So, second stage. Separation confirmed. Jenny Kerman, stage 2 coming your way. So, this is the main stages. They're pretty much designed to be fully reusable. You just need to change the head cone with a parachute. All of them, actually. And this is the main launching stage, which has a prop core, battery, reaction wheel. It's even have wings. It's designed to have a re-entry and land back on Kerman. It was tested with parachute. I'm gonna, of course, post this on Kerbal X form. Feel free to give it a go, guys. Jenny Kerman, 3rd stage coming your way. I'm gonna post this on the Kerbal X. Link will be in the description below. And have fun. This is designed to reach Duna. It actually did reach Duna on various occasions. I just kind of crash landed it there. So, okay. My bad. I just turned off the engine by mistake. So, last stage of booster. Separation confirmed. Okay, so we have to pretty much go up until we reach the surface velocity of 300 before we start our gravity turn. Otherwise, this rocket would fall down and yeah. I didn't design very good gravity turn vessel. So this is pretty much how it works. Okay, so first stage. Separation confirmed of the main liquid oxidizer booster. And this This is what I call massive engineering. You see, each stage would go away from the rocket using Cybertrons, all 4 of them. And this stage has actually a pipeline. So this stage is feeding this stage. And now it's done. Okay, separation confirmed. Another reusable rocket going down the way. Oh, I forgot to add parachute. Jenny Kerman, watch your head. And this graphical glitch is brought to you by Scatterer, Planet Shine, and Distant Object Enhancer. I love the modding community on this. They are just trying so hard and mostly it's fail. So, now we are losing speed until we kind of lose a lot of fuel. We are accelerating at 0.8 G. Climbing at 100 meters per second. So, would we make it? I'm going to skip forward until the orbit. Enjoy it, guys. Alright, so we made it to space. Now, action groups, press 0 to open the cargo bays. And there we go, beautiful. Press 9 to deploy the solar panels and radiators panels. So, in the cargo bay here we have our tank and convert drones. We have the biggest payload that could fit in the cargo bay. And here we have drills. So once we land on the other planets, or on the Minmos in today's case, we are going to refuel and come back, mostly in one piece, or pieces, for all that matters. So next step is circularizing and plant a maneuver node to Minmus. So I'm going to cut this part and we'll see you guys upon acceleration. Alright folks, welcome. So we are on our way to Minmus. We have 860 delta V left, which is more than enough for landing even by my own standards. And we are coming on Minmus by it's not the best orbit, but it's approximately 600,000. So we're gonna need around 50 delta V to come in closer, and we have an encounter. So we're gonna go to our retrograde and try to land it. Now I know this doesn't seems to be like a good idea because we don't have landing legs, but we do have a landing gear. So I'm going to go in a crazy style. We are going to land on the wheels. What the hell? Okay, wait. So retrograde. So we're going to land on our landing gears mostly, and then refuel, come back to Kerbal, again, mostly in one piece. Now, once this plane is fully refueled, we have this tank, which I'm not using. Once this plane is fully refueled, even without those tanks, it have 2300-ish delta V. And we actually don't need that. We might go back without even refueling, but just to test the capability of the airplane, I'm going to refuel it. So I'll see you guys on the final descent for landing. Okay, so final descent, we have 300 delta V per second, actually almost 400. We're going to use the nuclear engine to reduce our speed as much as possible, and we are actually coming in fast, more than expected. So the way we're gonna play this is we are going to slow ourselves down again as much as possible, and once we are done it, we're going to land on the landing gear. So I'm going to close the panels and close the cargo bays. Gears are down, lights are on, brakes are on. Actually, we don't need the brakes yet. And we are on our final descent. So we are coming in at 80 meters per second, which is not exactly the ideal for this. I know there's a small glitch here, so what I'm gonna do is move in all the fuel to the main fuselage before we run out, because I forgot to add more and more more and more fuel lines. So there we go. Okay, so we are going at 35 meters per second. Our altitude is approximately 2500, and we are coming on the bright side. We are using the sun as our guidance. I just can't find the shadow of the airplane. Where is the shadow of the airplane? Where is the sun? Okay, so the sun is right above us. We should be coming in. Well, I cannot find our shadow. So we have reached the initial velocity of 6 meters per second, which is more than we actually need. Okay, so I can see our landing spot. Coming in ever so carefully. Let's kill the initial velocity. Okay, so now we are going to turn this plane around and land on our landing gear. So our speed is come on. Yep. We have landed. Crushed landed. And the gravity on this planet is a killer. So we are touching down on our engine. Started to fall down on our left side. Come on, balance, balance. Okay, so we're coming down smoothly. Touchdown. Alright, so brakes are on. We have landed. Come on, gravity. As you may be aware, one of the biggest problem in Minmos is its gravity. Since this planet doesn't really have any gravity at all, it's really hard to land and even have a stable ground upon landing. But nevertheless, we have almost landed. Okay, so I'm guessing now it's a good time to set up the plane. So we open the cargo bay, we open the panels, and I believe number 7 to bring down the drills. Yep. So I'm going to refuel the plane, totally refuel the plane. So I'm going to totally refuel the plane and skip forward to the takeoff going back to Kerbal. So I will see you guys in maybe 1 year Kerbal time. Okay, so we are almost refueled. We actually, I believe this is enough, so I'm taking back the drills. Solar panels out. Closing the cargo bay. Brakes off. And now we need to make sure our heading is 70 degrees. I'm going to fly this manually. Let's hit a quick save there. Okay, there we go. Can we actually lift off? Alright, ever so carefully, ever so smoothly, we have a lift off. Come on. Come on, don't crash. We walked through a rock. We just walked through a rock. Okay, so we are actually accelerating fast and not flying. We flip. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, we have a lift off. Okay, so next is to achieve an orbit. And I have no idea what's our ideal orbit would be. So 270, 40 degree. Let's see, where are we? Actually, we just go straight forward and we would go back to Kerbal. So, full throttle ahead. Are we gonna crash? No, we are far away from anything possible. Possibly anything. Okay, so we need to change our heading a little bit so we can have a zero inclination with Kerbal, because I want to land back on the runway. And oopsie. Okay, so by mistake we might go back to the moon. Come on, I don't want the moon. Okay, so iffy, I guess. As it seems, we will either crush Kerbal or crush moon. Okay, so we got it. And there we go. So we're going to have a re-entry of 65 kilometer. Let's skip forward, time acceleration until the re-entry. We're going to have probably a return from the moon trajectory with 2 or 3 tries on the re-entry. Otherwise, I might have just to slow down just before we reach Kerbal in order for us to, well, achieve our basic re-entry trajectory. And we have a bit of inclination that we might need to fix. I'm guessing let it be. Okay, we're coming in. We are coming in at a speed of 3,200 meters per second, and our period ups would be 63 kilometer. So this is the airfield, the runway, and that's what I'm aiming to do. And we actually have a lot of fuel, so we can't really land this heavy. I need to kind of remove all the fuel that we have before we can do anything. So what I'm gonna do is, alright, so we're back in space. Now I want to change our heading. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna retrograde burn at a 70 degree heading. So once we do so, we are going to slightly remove the inclination and Also, we have already, by the way, we have, by this small re-entry, we have reduced our distance, our apo-ups. So next, we're going to fix it even more in order for us to reach Kerbin on a stable orbit, and definitely a zero inclination. This plane has a not much capability of maneuvering, but it does do the job. So let's start the retrograde burn. And as usual, I'm going to use MKX to control this. I am changing the heading. Actually, let it be 270. I don't want to change the heading. What's gonna happen is we are going to remove our inclination a little bit, so we will have a 0-degree angle, especially on the way back, if ever, in order for us to have a smooth re-entry and in line with the runway. As you can see now, even if we come back, we might not come back on the runway. So I want to have a small orbit, in a way when we come back we will be here and the runway would be here, so it will be kind of close re-entry. Obviously our peri-ups is getting lower by the moment, and it's okay, because what I want to do is I want to remove our velocity, like totally, and we will capture the orbit from here. We will start our entry from here and then glide all the way to Kerbin. And we do, since we do have a lot of fuel, we can do it. So I'll see you guys on the re-entry. Okay, so folks, this would be our re-entry point. It's not exactly the best apo-ups or peri-ups. I did my best to burn all the fuel into, you know, having a better weight aircraft. And we have a re-entry, so best re-entry angle would be 35 actually, and we are changing our heading into 90-degree, so we are going to be yawing a little bit to the left because our inclination is toward the 1000 bull. And there we go. So obviously we are going to have a night landing, but luckily those wheels does have lights, and in case of emergency we do have parachute where we will destroy the plane but keep Bob Kerman and Valentina Kerman alive. Okay, so there goes the re-entry. Everything seems too stable. I run out of oxidizer, but we have those to air breathing mechanism. Good, and we will turn off the nuclear engine. We have a little bit of a burn down here. I'm going to change the climbing angle to 45-degree. We are burning out ever so quickly. I'm going to activate the radiators, and we are cooling down our ship. There we go. Come on. You can make it, Bob Kerman. Okay, so as it seems we finished the re-entry. Everything looks to be okay, and everything basically in one piece. Our orbit is already out, so right now we are heading toward the space center. Okay, so let's change our pitch angle of attack. As you can see, we are climbing up right now, which is a bad thing. Bad, Kerbin. Okay, so that's it. We came back safe. Well, we still need to land, so stay tuned for that. I'm gonna edit that part out until the landing, and I'll see you by then, fam. Okay, so after hours of gliding through the atmosphere, we actually... well, the runway should be somewhere there, or there. We are quite far away from the runway. So I'm going to fix our heading. We're gonna need the guidance. MKX, spaceplane guidance. Just show me where is the runway. Okay, so the runway is exactly north of us. So I'm taking control, and there we go. So I'll see you guys on the run out. We have 900 units of liquid fuel, and we're gonna be using those air breathing engine. We're lucky we bought them with us. And yeah, let it be. Put your bet in now. Would we land in one piece or in pieces? Okay, so there's the runway. We are coming in at 10,000 meter, 7,000 meter. SAS on. Thank you, McJeb. You've done us a great favor. Question B. Would we land? Would we crash? So, air brakes on. Gears down. And we are actually heavy. You see the plane is kind of shaking. That's because we are very heavy. So full throttle ahead. We are going down at 240 meters per second at a dive angle of 30. And I can't see the ground. Okay, so after almost 2 years in flight, would Bob Kerman go back to see his family in one piece, mostly? So the plane is shaky as usual. It's very heavy. Thanks to Kerbal joint reinforcement, which we don't have right now. We're gonna have to land with this. Okay, final approach. We are at 70 meter. Speed is... Whoa. Did we land? What the hell? Oh shit, we actually landed. We have landed in one piece and done a 180-degree turn. The light wasn't working, so I didn't see the ground. We actually did landed. Alright folks, we have made it. Bob Kerman has went back on a successful mission after almost a year plus and a half. Yes! And actually, I have an antenna here. I forgot to extend it last time. Alright, so folks, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos coming soon. Till next time, stay tuned.